So we'll start with a couple announcements. I'm sure you guys maybe have seen the post or maybe not, but we are going to keep our Zoom schedule the same. Again, this is just for like 2 weeks and holiday season's coming up and everything. So it's going to be, the schedule might be a little bit chaotic, but we'll have open gym Monday through Friday in the gym, wearing a mask, 12 feet apart. And it's a limit of 15 people per class, right? We're still going to run the Zoom classes at the same times we've been doing. So 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and 4:30. And then the open gym times are pretty much throughout the entire day. Those must be reserved just like we reserved previous classes. So if you have more questions about that, let me know or read through that Facebook group post. You can do anything you want during the open gym times, but they are strict 1 hour. Make sure you clean up and all that good stuff. Okay. But anyways, happy Friday. So exciting to get into the holidays and then open back up. Sounds like January 4th, we get to come back in person in the gym. Looking forward to it. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up the workout. I'm discombobulated right now. And if you guys do have questions about the opening, we can handle that after the class, just to make sure we're all on the same page. All right, getting into warm up. Today we'll start with a 1-minute wrist stretch. Then we'll go into 45 seconds at each exercise. We'll do 45 seconds of jumping jacks, pause, air squats, arm circles, and RDLs. And we'll do 2 rounds. For the wrist stretch, let's find a spot on the ground, kind of in a cat-cow type position. And I'll show you what to do next. So on the ground, we just want the hands flat, either out to the side or pointed back towards the knees. And apply a small amount of pressure to get the stretch. And go. And just very light stretching. You don't need to be too aggressive on the wrist here. About 30 more seconds if you want to increase the stretch slightly. And good, we'll go into 45 seconds of jumping jacks. And then after that, we'll have 45 seconds of pausing air squats. No rest in between exercises. And go. And then we'll go into our pausing air squats. We'll go down, pause, come back up. The stance is up to you. You can change the stance as needed. Just make sure we pause in the bottom. Good there, easy one, arm circles, big or small, whichever direction you'd like. And then into an RDL. We'll do a normal stance this round, feet narrow. We were here yesterday. It should feel as a great stretch. And we're back to the top, jumping jack. Into our pausing air squat. Let's try to use a different stance than the last round, or multiple stances. Make sure you're still getting as low as possible. Good there, into arm circles. I guess we could do arm circles and squatting at the same time. It just looked like you're going crazy. There, Kevin's doing it. It's like doing glute bridge bench presses. Stuff you see sometimes on the internet. On our final set of RDLs here, I just want a wide stance RDL. Hits the hamstrings just a little differently. Oh, Streeter, we're going double leg here. You can do single if you want, though. Maybe you did that last round. You wanted to even it out. Jane, I thought your screen froze. You just kind of stopped. You just stopped down there. Didn't come back up. And good there, guys. And so a little bit shorter warm-up because our core work will act as extended warm-up. So if you're not real warm yet, don't worry. We've got some more coming up. So core work today, we have some aerobic work built in. We're going to do 2 rounds. You're going to work for 4 minutes, and then there's going to be a 30-second rest. For 3 minutes, what we're going to start with You're going to do 1 minute easy, 1 minute moderate, 1 minute hard at an aerobic activity. This could be a step up. This could be a jump rope, although a jump rope would be quite tough, or a machine. So I would recommend if you don't have a machine, you know, a rower, a bike, treadmill, that you do a step up and you just go very slow pace for a minute, go faster pace for a minute, and then very fast for a minute. And those step ups could be on a shorter height than what we'd use at the gym. In terms of your pacing on a machine, 1 minute easy, I don't want that to be like you're out in the park. I want it to be like 1 minute easy and you're in the middle of a workout. The 1 minute moderate would be a pace you could sustain for, you know, 5 minutes or so, or kind of the middle of a workout. And then the 1 minute hard would be similar to the feeling you get when it's the last minute of the workout and you are pushing at a pace that's barely sustainable, but it should be a consistent pace for the full minute. So if you have a wattage on your machine, make sure that's consistent. If you have cals an hour, that should be consistent for each of those bouts. Then you go into a 1 minute overhead hold. You can do that single arm. If you're doing single arm, you have 30 seconds each side. If you have a barbell, you're just going 1 minute with a 2-arm overhead hold. 30-second rest. Again, it's 2 rounds. Let me know if you have questions or need alternatives, or if you need an idea for the aerobic work. Another option for the aerobic work is you could do 1 minute jump rope, 1 minute step up, 1 minute burpee, if you want a little bit of variety. All right, take some time to get set, and we'll do it. Bridget, is that chair gonna be safe for step ups? Okay, burpees is always a fine option for 3 minutes. Again, if you want some variety and you don't have a machine, feel free to go 1 minute jump rope or jumping jack, 1 minute step up, 1 minute burpee. Especially if your legs are still crushed from previous days this week. Might be a good option to do some variety. We'll go in about 1 minute. I want to make sure you guys have time to get something ready for the overhead hold. Bridget, do you have a dumbbell or something? Yep, okay, good. So think back to the first shutdown where a guy had 2 bowling balls he was working out with, and then another guy had a safe, like where you put money in your birth certificate. He's using a safe for like thrusters. Jane, you ready? Jane's getting fired up here. All right, let's do it. 2 rounds, 3 minutes of aerobic work. The first minute's easy, the second minute's moderate, and the final minute's hard. And then we're into a 1 minute overhead hold. 30-second rest between rounds. We have 2 rounds today. 25. 2, 1, and go. Remember, easy pace isn't like warm up. It'd be a pace you'd hold in the middle of a workout where you need to recover your heart rate. So maybe you just did something really hard and now you're holding that pace in the machine to kind of regain some composure. Ten more seconds. And moderate pace. So this would be like you just started a 12-minute workout. what pace would you hold? It's probably a 100 to 200 calories an hour increase from the first round. Now that pace should be consistent. Don't want it to fluctuate too much up or down. 10 more seconds. And 1 minute hard. This is your pace at the end of a workout. And you're going to hold a consistent pace for that full minute. Thirty more seconds. Hold it steady. Remember, as soon as we're through here, we're going right to our overhead hold. Got to get there quickly. Ten seconds. And overhead hold. Breathing rates increased, makes the overhead hold a little harder. I'll let you know when we're at 30 seconds. We're going right into a treater. And that's halfway. If you're going to switch arms, do it now. Fifteen seconds. Make sure reaching up there, Jane. Straight arms. 3, 2, 1, and good. 30-second break, and then we're going again. Now, if we did this correctly, the paces should be very similar. You're going to use that first minute as your kind of recovery, not full recovery. The second minute as a moderate pace, and the final minute as a hard pace. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. And if you don't have a machine, jumping jacks, step ups, burpees, all good options. Mix and match. Got another 20 seconds here. And moderate pace. Again, this is your middle of the workout pace. You're gonna have to work a little harder this round to maintain the same speed as the previous round. 10 more seconds. And 1 minute hard. Let's go. I want this to be just like round one. Same pace. Put some work in on it. And hold that pace. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and overhead hold. Let's do it. Right to it, quick. And that's 30 right there. Keep the bracing strong here. Ten seconds. And good. Guys, great job. That is it. That's kind of like 2 Metcon Monday on a Friday, Kevin. Kind of like 2 Metcons. All right, we have another day of our pivot week style strength training. If you guys are recovering right now, it's okay. Don't worry. We'll be good for this. So we're gonna do some strength training here. We'll go every 2 minutes, and you could treat this as an EMOM, or you could just treat it as an interval where you're gonna have very, very little rest, almost no rest. You're gonna do 30 lateral raises, just to shoulder height, very lightweight. That could be your hands. Ideally, you would use something between 1 and 5 pounds. I don't know that anyone needs a 10, maybe a 10 if you're really, really jacked, but 30 lateral raises. And your goal is to go right into 20 thrusters. And again, that's light. So that could be an empty barbell. That could be a lighter dumbbell. On the dumbbell, you're just going to do 10 reps on each side. Okay. Don't do 20 each side if you have single arm dumbbell. The lateral raise, I'll show you guys that right now. Again, this is done very light. If you have plates, 5-pound plates are perfect. Otherwise, you can hold cans of soup or tomatoes. We're just right here. Okay, you don't have to be too slow today. We're just going high repetition, 30 reps. I want the palms kind of down the whole time on that. As soon as I hit 30, I'm in the thruster. If I have barbell, make sure elbows are up. Full squat, press overhead. If I don't have barbell, singular dumbbell, or even 2 dumbbells if you like, but full squat, press overhead. Okay. It should be 20 in a row. It should be quick. You shouldn't need to like stop here to breathe. You shouldn't stop here to breathe. You definitely cannot break it up. So keep it light enough where you can just crank out 30 and 20. Okay, we'll do 3 sets. We'll go every 2 minutes. Right now, let's warm up for about 3 minutes, and then we'll begin. And I really urge you guys to make sure it's light enough. If it's too light after round 1, you can go up. But if it's too heavy, it's hard to recover after that. And I could honestly imagine if you have barbell, most people will go empty bar. And also, if you only have one weight for the lateral raise, maybe it's too heavy to do 30 good reps in a row, get at least 20 lateral raises. Okay, so if you have something that's just a bit too heavy to do 30 reps in a row with, again, do 20 lateral raises instead. All right, guys, we'll go in 1 minute. Again, this is an every 2-minute set. It's not going to be much rest time. This is we're looking for the blood flow, the heart rate, and just smooth, consistent movement on that thruster. All right, let's get ready with our lateral raises. Going in 10. I don't want you to look like a bird trying to fly, but I don't want it to be too slow today either. And go. Again, somewhere between 20 and 30 reps. 30 if you can. I want it to burn a lot, but I don't want you to sacrifice technique. We're looking good here. As soon as you're done, try to go right to your bar. And I want some speed on your thruster. Still the full squat, still the full lockout. Nice job, guys. Set 2 is going in 10. Right back to lateral raises. And go. Non-stop action here. I'm sure you know by now, I'm just looking for that shoulder fatigue to build up. Tiny amount of legs on the thruster, but a lot of upper body. You got it, Jane. Good job, Eric. Great job, Sheer. Looks good, KDO. Next set's going in 5. Otherwise, it's going as soon as you finish. And go. This is our final set. Nice work, guys. Looking good. Let's power through that final set of 20. Once you're done, you can take a rest. I'll give you guys a minute or so to kind of wrap up your final set here. Did we get some shoulders on that one, guys? No? Okay. That's good. I was hoping for that.
10 out of 10 on the burn.
Nice. All right. If you're still
anybody else, but I didn't get even like half of the reps in.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Allie's still going. But I'll let you guys finish up. I'll go over the part 2 of strength. So part 2, we're going to have kind of a built-in stretching, but mostly back training here. We're going to do a 1-minute AMRAP. You'll do 3 RDLs, 10 bent over rows. I'd imagine you're going to get 2 to 3 sets of that during that 1-minute AMRAP. So you're going to do 3 RDLs, 10 bent over rows. Do that for a minute. Again, I think I'd probably get 2 sets, maybe 2.5. Do a 30-second rest, and we'll do 3 rounds. I'll show you what that looks like. So the weight for this, you're going to want to pick something you could bent over row for 15 to 20 reps if needed. The RDLs in there just as a built-in stretch, also gives you a little bit of relief on the low back. So I start every round with my 3 RDLs, so nice stretch, and I hold. I get 10 reps, back to 3, 3, row, 10 reps, so on. If you have singular dumbbell, I'd like this to still be 2 arms. You can hold the outside edges of it. That might be a little bit lighter. That's okay. If you have 2 dumbbells, a dumbbell in each hand works just fine. Doing the same thing and row it. Okay. Let me know if you have questions about that. Otherwise, warm up. Weights for this, you know, if you're really strong, males probably 95 to 115. Females are probably empty bar up to 75. I don't know that we can go much heavier than that. Again, picking load, something you could do for 15 to 20 bent over rows in a row. That RDL combo just gives you a little break on the low back. You guys know what I'm looking for on RDLs. Flat back, only a slight knee bend. It's our stretch movement of the day. Bridget, make sure you're leaning forward a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Guys, it's starting in about a minute. This should be pretty easy to warm up for. It's lighter. All right, so again, 1 minute AMRAP of 3 RDLs and 10 bent over rows. Goal is to hold on to the bar or dumbbell the entire minute. 30-second rest. We'll do 3 rounds. Let's do it. And go. Focusing on the stretch on the RDL. And 10 reps on your row. Use that RDL to really squeeze your butt at the top, get some relief on the low back. Ten seconds. And good. Nice job. Going again in 20. And go. Make sure that bottom position for your bent over row is correct. You're leaning forward. It should look like the end range RDL. Make sure your back is flat, Eric. Yep. Another 20 seconds. Make sure you're hanging on the bar or the dumbbell. And good. Nice job. We have one more round. So we're getting some grip strength on this forearm, bicep, maybe, hopefully, decent chunk of back as well. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Let's do it. Last set, 1 minute. Thanks, Kevin. Nice job, KDR. 30 seconds. And good. All right, guys, that is it. Nicely done. Up next, we will be working on a handstand push-up or regular push-up, some lunging, and some planking. So if you need to make room for that, do that now. Otherwise, I will go over the workout. All right, today we've got the tomato sauce workout. It's going to be 8 rounds per time. There is no built-in rest, but there is a built-in 30-second plank. So that'll be for you to use as a little bit of recovery. It is going to challenge the shoulders today. But 8 rounds per time. You're going to start with 6 handstand push-ups, or you could do 6 overhead press, whether that's a push press or strict press. It's up to you and what you have available. Or you can do, let's go with 8 hand release push-ups. 8 hand release push-ups on the ground. From there, you'll go into 12 dumbbell overhead reverse lunges. This would be done single arm, and you could do all of your reps with 1 arm. That's fine, but you're just doing 12 reps total. 30-second plank, and then you're right back to the top. I'll go over each movement. So handstand push-up, you guys know. Again, alternatively, you could do a barbell strict press. I would have that as like option 1. Option 2 would be push press. If you have something that's too heavy. Same thing if you have a dumbbell that's too heavy to strict press, you could do push press. The hand release push-up, you're going to do 8 reps. Pop, hands up, press up. You guys know those. We've done plenty of those. Second movement, we have our dumbbell overhead lunge. This is going to be my dumbbell today. Ideally, if you have dumbbell and barbell, I'd recommend dumbbell for this. But single arm, reverse, knee to ground, switch, knee to ground, just like so. Okay. And on that, again, I can do all my reps on my left arm, 1 round. The next round, I do all my reps on my right arm. That's what I would personally do. So I don't want to mess around with switching overhead. And then 30-second plank, which you guys know. If you don't have a dumbbell or it's too heavy, you could do a 2-arm overhead plate reverse lunge, a 2-arm stick overhead reverse lunge. If you need other options, please let me know. Again, ideally, we do a single arm overhead lunge of some kind.
So Alex, for the lunges for me, what would you recommend today?
Do you have a stick for 12 overhead squats?
Yeah.
Or if you probably have good enough shoulders for a single arm dumbbell overhead squat. You could try that.
Okay. Not too heavy though, probably. I don't know. I'll try it. I'll see.
How'd that feel, Amy?
What, did Amy fall down?
No, the handstand push-ups feel like garbage. My shoulders are done.
Yeah, that's okay. Guys, I'll have it try to start in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Again, if you're going with a push-up, I want 8 hand release push-ups. So KDR, if that doesn't feel good, remember to go to a stick. Yeah. Or a broom or a towel or something you can hold overhead. If you are doing the handstand push-ups, I'm kind of expecting those to be unbroken throughout. So 6 in a row every time. Maybe that is too many. You could scale down the number. I kind of want 3 as a minimum per round, but make sure you designate that number before you start the workout and then you stick to it. Amy, you good? You just came up to the camera and then you just hunched over. Thought you were
I was gonna ask for a time cap, but
maybe 12. Cap 12. That's leaving approximately 1 minute for the handstand push-up and dumbbell overhead lunge together.
Is it just the 2 movements?
It's just those 2 and the plank. Here, I'll pull this back up.
6 and 12. Oh, and the plank.
Yeah, don't forget the plank.
This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, it'll take, I think, between 8 and 12 minutes. It's only going to be 8 if you're someone who can do, you know, the handstand push-ups in 10 seconds or 12 seconds. All right, guys, let's do it. 8 rounds for time, 6 handstand push-ups, 12 overhead dumbbell reverse lunge, and then a 30-second plank. You're going to get some shoulder fatigue. Push through that on the plank. Make sure the planks look good. And again, 12-minute cap. Clock will be counting up. I think we're all ready. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Get right into your lunges too. Quick on it. It's good, KDO. You got it, Jane. Make sure we're working knee to ground on our lunges. Good job, Eric. Then you're into your 30-second plank. And if you do a round every minute and a half, you will finish. Good job, Sherry. Good job, Allie. Looks good, KDO. Boy, Mike. Nice job. job, Amy. Awesome job on your plank, Streeter. Looks good, Bridget. Make sure you bring your belly width on the push-up. Nice job here, guys. Keep pushing through. As soon as you're done with that plank, get right to the next movement right away. It's really good, Kevin. Let's go, Streeter. You got it, Mike. Good job on the plank, Jane. You got it, Eric. 6 minutes right there, 6 minutes left. Butt down a little bit, Amy. Here we go, KDR. That way. Nice job, Allie. Good, Eric. Nice work, Streeter. Let's go push it here. We're good to get into that 30-second plank every time, right away. Four minutes. Let's go, Allie. Two minutes. Let's push through these last two rounds here. Got it, Eric. Finish. Go, Shooter. Right to it. Yeah, Kevin. Nice, Sherry. Let's go. Let's work hard here. 1 minute left. And 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and good. Guys, great job. Very challenging workout, especially paired up with the strength training from today. This is one where all I want is a 90-second child's pose. The child's pose can be, again, hands elevated if you want a little extra spinal or lat work on this. So 90-second child's pose. We'll run that right now as we are right at time.
I don't know what to say about that.
And child's pose, go. That's a hard workout, Katie.
Holy.
This is the day I need an assist on blow drying my hair because I'm not going to be raising my hands over my head for the rest of the day.
No. This is the day you don't want to go paint your ceiling.
No.
We have another minute here on the child's pose.
I didn't even think of that. I have to paint my bathroom today.
Oh, that is bad timing. I think the worst for me was doing a real heavy upper body workout and then going to sheetrock the ceiling. I felt like that was the worst possible combo for me. And good there. Guys, great job. Again, very challenging workout, challenging week, a bunch of different things. There might be some increased soreness, but that's to be expected. Tomorrow, the gym officially will open for open gym times. On Saturdays, it's an 8 a.m. and a 9 a.m. There's still an 8 a.m. Zoom. Again, there's no face-to-face in-person coaching, so make sure if you are attending open gyms, you're able to perform correctly. I don't want anyone getting hurt doing something with supervision. So keep utilizing Zoom. Zoom classes stay the same for the next 2 weeks, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and 4:30. And then we have all those other open gym times, which you can use for the workout, or you can use just to come in. Maybe you do the workout on Zoom and then you come in later and you want to back squat, or you want to come in later and do some pull-ups or toe to bar or whatever it is that you want to do. So let me know if you have questions on that. Otherwise, great week. Happy Friday. And thanks, guys, for sticking with us through everything. This has been a wild ride,
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for everything you're doing, Alex. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Take care.
Hey, Alex, on the